David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
So apparently I just found another bug playing Madden. On this game I was pretty much just mixing it up between simulated plays and broadcast mode. I would do the normal mode, normal speed, and simulate a series, and then I would watch a series, simulate back and forth, back and forth. Well, apparently I was trying to back out to the screen where you can actually choose the formations and choose a play, and go to the screen where you can go to depth chart, and I was going to make a couple substitutions, and I had it on, I still had it on normal speed. So if anything, it would have brought up the super sim, the field, and everything that shows like each time you hit next play or whatever. But it went right out to this mode, broadcast mode, even though I don't have it set on broadcast mode. And you see nothing in the bottom right corner. I can't back out. You know how it says press to exit. It won't let me do any of that, so it's pretty much stuck on this mode for the rest of the game. And I was real careful the whole game, doing the whole simulation, broadcast modes, back and forth, and once again, apparently I did something to where it was in, well, I can't even get to that screen now. It was in the Super Sim screen. And I was trying to hit circle for more options, and then it came to, oh, I can't remember now exactly off the top of my head, but I was trying to back out. I think it was still on the normal mode where it was showing the field and then the bars, like how far each play goes, and then I was trying to back out of that and come to this screen to go to the depth chart. Well, it went from the Super Sim screen straight to broadcast mode, and now I can't stop it. I can't, like, even if I call a timeout, it goes right back to broadcast mode. So it's not really frustrating because it's kind of fun to watch, but if it was something that I was wanting to like try to do a mixture of, you know, like a series or a quarter of watching broadcast mode, or if I wanted to do a series of where I actually pick plays and play the play, well, I can't do that if it does this crap. See, it says hold to skip, like if I want to skip stuff, but then it goes right back to broadcast mode. So I don't know, I'm finding a lot of little bugs here and there, and it's just, I don't know, I like this game, but it gets kind of frustrating when you keep finding little bugs like this. But anyways, and another thing is, I don't know if it's really necessarily a bug, but it's just something that happens way too often, and that is anytime, especially the team that's behind, my team does. So it seems like 9 times out of 10, whether it's the first half or the end of the game, after the 2-minute warning hits, it's like the team with the ball becomes unstoppable when they're behind. You know, they don't build the score. So I'm actually expecting Arizona to get the ball back here and drive down and score.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now hang on here.
Well, actually, we should get a field goal.
By the defense. That'll be their third.
Not that I could choose what to do because it's stuck on broadcast mode.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third
But
time today.
it is what it is.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
I mean, it was working just fine as long as I didn't try to back all the way out to the screen where you pick plays, or get to the screen to where I could change. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to back out to where it went to the formations, because I was going to substitute some formations around, or not formations, but players. Like maybe have my backup in on a couple formations or this and that. And then I was just going to go to the depth chart and make some changes there. And it came straight to here. Anyways, okay, minute 40 to go, we're up by 17, and even though the game's kind of out of reach, they'll still drive down the field and score. So sit back and enjoy the Cardinals drive right downfield and score. Well, maybe. Or not. Robert can beat you with the sack. This is actually my 5th season on my franchise, so the roster's a little bit different. Carson Wentz is now on the Eagles, and he's getting sacked again, which is crazy because earlier in the game, neither team could get any pressure, and now I think Wentz has been, yeah, we have 6 sacks, so I think 4 of them have been in this quarter. There goes another one. Wow. I have no clue what's going on here. Okay, maybe I was wrong about them driving down from the front. They're going the other way. And now we get a safety. Holding in the end zone, safety percent. That is just weird. I've never seen that many sacks in a row. Well, I guess I was wrong about them driving down the field, but even though, what the heck is what is going on here? Why is my backup defensive tackle a 335-pounder doing back there?
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions.
I'll just take a minute to get this game over with. Yeah, that was a weird fourth quarter. I think we had like 5 sacks in just that quarter. But we are kind of, you know, this is our 14th game of the season, so we're a little behind in sacks. So I guess maybe the game was helping us catch up with all the other teams. Well, looks like we're going to get another win. Actually, well, on the season, we're not doing too great. We are now, I want to say 6 and 8? Yeah, we should be 6 and 8 now. Started the season 3-1, and then all of a sudden somehow just lost 6 games in a row. But over the last 2 games, and I don't know what it is, I haven't changed the sliders or anything. I mean, I used a different offensive playbook, but we beat the Rams 21-7, and now this game 32-13. So much better defensively. And I have been quick simming every 3rd game, I believe. And earlier in the season, I had a 49-0 loss to Seattle. I was like, wow. That was where I just advanced a week. I didn't even go into the game and do super sim, I just did a quick sim. And those haven't played too well for us this year. Well, actually, the first one I super simmed it just to see how it'd come out, and we won 25-14. And then we lost 49-0, 41-14, and 21-13. So we pretty much, well, okay, the super sim game we won. But every simulated game we had, we lost. Anyways, this video wasn't really meant to be a recap thing. It was more of a bug thing that I noticed. And that's the other thing, is I did lower the pass coverage down a little bit, because it just seemed like there was too many times where the quarterback would stand back there for like 5-6 seconds. And I think it had to do with good coverage, couldn't find anyone open, and then of course at times there was no pressure, so you're just standing back there for a long time. Well, I think I lowered the pass coverage down to like 85, which I thought would still be high enough. I mean, Carson Wentz did average, I guess, 50%, But our quarterback, and I didn't even throw any of the passes. These were all either broadcast or simulated. I mean, okay, granted my quarterback's no pushover, but 17 of 18 is kind of, I don't know. I might have to go tweak the slider again because this is my second game since I lowered the coverage. Completed 81%, so it's a little up there. And anyways, basically I just wanted to point out the broadcast bug thing. Anyways, I don't know who else is getting that kind of bug out there. I don't know if it's really that noticeable because, you know, I do a lot of different random things on here. I don't know if I'm like the only one that really sees some of these things. I'm trying to think off the top of my head some other bugs that were happening. Well, I thought there was a fumble bug for a while there, but apparently that was my fault. I had the fumble slider down to about 30, and there was, to me it felt like too many fumbles. So I actually lowered it to 0 on the slider, and I'm thinking the lower, the less fumbles, right? Well, it was like both teams were fumbling about 6-7 times a game, and it just got really frustrating. So I finally got online and asked and told them I had it at 0, and they're like, well, that's your problem. The lower the slider, the more fumbles. And I'm like, strange. So I raised it back up to 50, and now it's been much better. Actually, this game there was 3 fumbles by us, none by them. But there was one game where my quarterback fumbled it by 5 times in one game. That's when it was at 0. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video up, and I'm gonna start posting more videos and maybe more recaps of my franchise with the 49ers. Thanks for checking it out.